Hello everyone. Lately, kitchen knife sharpening has been getting more attention and it makes perfect sense. When a knife no longer cuts cleanly, cooking quickly becomes slower and less comfortable. That small frustration is usually what pushes people to think about keeping their knives in proper working shape. Sharpening has been around for a very long time. Early on, people simply rubbed tools against stone to create a usable edge. As knives became part of everyday cooking, expectations changed. Sharpness alone wasn't enough, durability and consistency mattered. That's when flat stones, controlled movements, and steady angles became important. Today, sharpening is far more accessible. With stones, honing rods, and guided tools, almost anyone can do it at home. The method may differ, but the goal stays the same. A knife that's sharp enough to be safe, efficient, and pleasant to use in the kitchen. And that's enough talk for now. Let's get straight into the main topic. So if your knife has gone dull, don't worry too much. Just give it a moment, let me think. Alright, I've got a simple idea that should help. Let me help you tell the difference between the types of discs used for sharpening knives. This first grinding disc removes metal very quickly, too quickly for a kitchen knife to handle, so we can safely skip it. And this second type of disc is designed specifically for cutting metal, not sharpening it, so in this case, we don't really have any use for it either. That leaves us with the one that's actually worth using. This is an A120 flap sanding disc, with just the right level of grit to sharpen a knife without removing too much metal. It gives you better control and treats the blade a lot more gently. To get ready for sharpening, start by securing the grinder firmly in a vise. At this point, you might be thinking, am I sharpening this the right way? If you're not completely sure yet, that's perfectly fine. Let me adjust it slightly for you. Watch my test strokes on the screen. I'm going very gently, like a warm-up, letting my hands get used to the motion before sharpening the actual knife. After finishing the sharpening, I checked the blade and it's already sharp enough to use. Still, there's one final step left, and that's polishing the edge. You don't need fancy tools for this. If all you have at home is a roll of aluminum foil, that's perfectly fine. Just follow what I'm doing here. Once that simple tool is ready, you can make it work even better for polishing by adding a bit of toothpaste. It acts like a very fine abrasive, helping smooth the edge and leaving the blade cleaner and noticeably shinier. Alright, that's it. Now all you need to do is clean the blade thoroughly, dry it carefully, and it's ready to be used like normal. It cuts quite nicely after testing, although I can tell the edge isn't perfectly clean yet, mainly because I didn't double check the sharpness during the sharpening process. When you actually put the knife to work, small details like a slightly uneven glide become very noticeable. Still, it's more than usable. A kitchen knife doesn't need to be razor sharp for show. It just needs to work steadily, safely, and reliably every day. More importantly, you now understand the process and why each step matters. Next time, paying a bit more attention during sharpening will make an even better result. If you found this approach helpful, take just a second to leave a comment below and let me know what you think. You can also share how you usually sharpen your knives at home. Sometimes a small tip can make a big difference for someone else. And if you'd like to see more simple, practical DIY ideas like this, don't forget to follow along, so next time we can work on something useful together again.